Okay, everybody, we still have a few people outside if we can get everybody in. Want to let you know, first of all, not only the people in the room here, welcome, but we have an online audience that just joined us. And so we want to say welcome to those of you wherever you are watching. I want to let you know because the silent auction closes at 7 o'clock. That's about 4 minutes from now. You will no longer be able to bid on the items. It will shut off automatically. This is a good time to check and see if you are still the leading bidder. If you've been waiting till that last minute, this is a good time because the last minute is almost upon us. I do want to let you know, if you're looking for the best bargains, there are 7 items still looking for the opening bid. How do you find those items? On your phone or mobile device, if you go to the bidding page, the Greater Giving page, the upper left-hand corner is a 3 horizontal line icon. Click on that and then go to where it says no bids. Those items will come up. You might be able to get one of those in the final 3 minutes now for just the opening price. Once again, also, how do you make sure that someone doesn't outbid you? If you're at home and you don't want someone here in the room tonight to outbid you, you can take care of that very easily. When you go on to the item that you want, it says buy it now. There is a buy it now price. You can put that in. It may say bid more. You can go up to that level, but a lot of people have already purchased their item for the guaranteed purchase price. What is the result? They get the item they want. You can get the item you want. They don't have to worry about somebody outbidding them now. We have just over 2 minutes left in the silent auction. There are no other silent auction items tonight. We will have 6 live auction items. And if you are at home, there's a number you can call for a proxy bidder if you want. For those of you here in person at the Horticulture Center, get ready for that. Oh, and I do want to mention the centerpieces. The flowers on each table, you can get those right now. No one can outbid you because there's no bidding. It's a set price, $30. Each one has a tag on it. It doesn't have to be at the table that you are sitting at. Just simply write down your bid number on that and take it at checkout when you go. We've got 90 seconds left in the silent auction. Let me check and see if we still have those 7 items with no bids or if that has gone down. We've got the Dormy Golf Networks, the Washington Spirit. We still have 7 items. 4 of the artworks, the Mary Kay Party. So those are the items with the no bids. Again, make sure you get what you want. For those of you in person here, you may notice the desserts on the table. You can get one of those in just a couple of minutes because we will be auctioning off the desserts for your table if you would like. But we're going to concentrate now. We're less than 1 minute left in the silent auction. Again, when it hits 7 o'clock, the system will automatically shut down. If you are the winning bidder, you will receive a text message letting you know. If you get outbid, you will get a text message letting you know. For those of you at home, get those final bids in. It all goes to support the ALS Association Evergreen chapter. Do so quickly because I'm guessing there are about 20 seconds left for the bids. When my phone hits 7 o'clock and your devices, then the Greater Giving system will shut off. And it just did. The silent auction is now closed. We have some people cheering. We have some people giving dirty looks to their table mates. So first of all, congratulations to the winning bidders. Thank you very much for that. I want to make sure and thank every single one of you who placed a bid. whether again it be at home, whether it be here. If you were outbid on an item, that means someone had to bid more. So guess what? You helped raise money just by bidding. So thank you for that. In fact, you were the smart ones, because if you were outbid, you helped raise money without spending a penny. So good job there. Okay. It is now officially time to get this year started. Once again, welcome everyone. I'm going to go on to this mic. Here we go. Welcome everyone in person and at home to the 2022 Hope Grows Here Gala to benefit the ALS Association Evergreen Chapter. Nice. For those of you who have been connected with the chapter for a while, this has been in the works. The stories I've heard years and years ago, there used to be an evening event, and then that was dropped for a long time. For about 6 years, I believe, we did a luncheon down at the downtown Sheraton luncheon, and we kept talking to the committee and said, we really need to do an evening event. And so they agreed. And so we had the Maiden-Bauer Center in Bellevue rented out, and we were set to have a fabulous splash in 2020. Well, that didn't happen. So we did a virtual event, which was very successful, but not as much fun. And at the end of the virtual event in 2020, we said, we'll see you in 2021 at the Maiden-Bauer Center. Well, we hope you drove by and waved at it, because that's as close as you could get. So this year, we are delighted to be in person for the first evening gala for the Evergreen Chapter in years. Welcome. And again, welcome to everyone watching at home. For those of you here, let's cheer for those people watching at home. Hello, everybody. Do we know from the chat line, do we have any of the locations? Do we know where people are tuning in from? They're getting those online. I do want to let you know, the Evergreen Chapter is one of 39 ALS chapters or association chapters in the United States. And this chapter is by far the largest geographically, because the Evergreen Chapter serves patients and their families in Washington State, with the exception of Vancouver. The Southwestern Washington is with the Oregon group, but all of Washington, all of Idaho, all of Montana, and all of Alaska. So that's what this chapter deals with. It is a huge undertaking. Right now, I would like to introduce a special guest who's joining us tonight from Minnesota. Jen Jelly is the Senior Vice President for the ALS Association. Please welcome Jen.
I'm hoping you're not holding it against me that I'm from Minnesota, but I will tell you it has been so lovely to be here and experience your weather. So thank you for that. I do also need to shout out to bidder number 286 that swung in. My eyes are on you. She stole my bid at the last minute. I see you. I see you. I just want you to know that. Well, it is really an honor to be with you all here today, especially in those of you that came in person. Thank you. We are so excited to be breaking bread with you. This is just really thrilling. And also so excited for those of you that are joining us from wherever you are. I love that we now have this option that people can do whatever is best for them and whatever people feel the most comfortable with. I've been with the association for 10 years, and the thing that I am most proud of, and I feel like I share this with you in the room tonight, is what happens on the ground in each of the states that we serve throughout the country. And I know that each of you are incredibly invested in the mission of the organization, and specifically what we're able to do to provide for people living with ALS in Washington, in Idaho, in Montana, and Alaska. Tonight, we're going to focus on the great work that's happening within this region. We're also going to talk about the great work that's happening to advance ALS research. And most importantly, we're going to celebrate the individuals that are living with ALS with courage and dignity, because they are what's inspiring us all to be here and inspire the work that we do. I would like to take a moment to thank the board members that are here tonight that have worked very hard to make this evening a success. Jean Grunwald-Kurth, who is our chair. Valerie O'Mara, who's got the rowdy group over here. Dr. Ileana Howard. Dominique Barr. Susan Shea. And Ryan French. And we have a number that are joining us virtually tonight, including Dr. Priscilla Bell, Paul Tuss, Dr. Eric Schroeder, Russ DeVore, Corey Enghusen, and Karina Schneider. A huge thank you to all of you. I also want to take an opportunity to thank all of our event volunteers that have been here all day, setting up, unpacking boxes, schlepping boxes, making sure that the wine is in the right places at the right time, making sure that each of you are situated. Can we get a round of applause for all the volunteers? And finally, I want to give a very heartfelt thank you to the Evergreen Chapter staff, who have been working so hard to have their first chapter hosted in-person event since 2019. They are so excited, and they have done a fantastic job. This is an amazing crew. If you haven't met each member of this staff, find them and hug them. They are fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, I want to welcome you. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. We can't do the work that we do for this community without everyone here in this room. And we are so full of gratitude that you chose to spend the evening with us. And I look forward to meeting those of you that I haven't met yet tonight. But for now, I'm going to turn it back over to Graham, and he's going to see us through to the next portion. Thanks, Graham.
Thank you, Jan. Jen mentioned some of the board that couldn't be here. They're joining us virtually because, as I mentioned, there are board members from Montana and Idaho. So this is a large group and a large organization. She also mentioned the volunteers who were schlepping the wine all around. Just to let you know, the wine pull, the bottles in there, the volunteers also did quality control check, and they opened and tasted each bottle of wine to make sure that it was okay for you. So if you see the top unscrewed, that's okay. They were just doing their job. I do want to thank all of these events. Would not be possible without sponsors and the sponsorship. If you've been involved in any organization, you know the vital role they play. And the Evergreen Chapter is really privileged to have a great group of sponsors. So right now I'd like to thank our platinum sponsors, Hecla Mining Company and Absolute Mobility Center, the gold sponsors. Our gold sponsors, KPMG and Beacon Point Advisors. Thank you very much. Our silver sponsor, Uncork and Unwind. Boy, isn't that... I think that's the early lead for the theme for next year's event, by the way. And then our Friends of Hope. Thank you to the University of Washington Botanic Gardens for the venue. Thank you to New Motion Foundation, Bay Laurel Catering, who was providing the dinner tonight, Norco, and Acme Concrete and Paving. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Okay, some of you have finished your salad, some are still enjoying it. I don't care because we're now going to talk about the most important meal of the day. Dessert. Right here. We've got 8 fabulous desserts. You are all going to get dessert, but 8 tables or less, depending on how the bidding goes, is going to get one of these. We're going to do the bidding right now on these. They will be served and brought to your table later on. But if I could have my lovely Vanna White assistant come up. We're going to start with the lemon layer cake. Back there, we can take this away. Okay, this is our first one. This is from Frost Me Sweet, the lemon layer cake. So if you are worried about desserts, I'm on a diet, it's lemon, it's healthy. For the Evergreen chapter of the ALS Association, who would like to get the bidding started at $100? 100 is bid now, 150. 150 is bid now, 200. 200 is, oh, I love it. The same table is bidding against each other. Just bring it right here. That's okay. Because it's okay because if he gets it, no, because if he gets it, he may not share a piece with you. You don't know that. 200, would anyone go 250? You've got 250. He just outbid himself, okay? We can save a lot of time. Tell me how high you'll go. Here's real quick timeout because I'm going to give you auction lesson 101. When someone tries to outbid himself or herself, that means they really want that item. That means they will likely bid again if someone else bids. So we have a $250 bid who may be able and willing to go higher. Is there anyone who would be willing to bid $300 for the layer cake? Anyone at the same table, perhaps? $250 going once, $250 going twice, $300 is bid. Thank you very much. $300 now, $350. $300 going once. Don't lose it for $50. $350, he said. $350 now, $400. $350 going once. Oh, you get a close look at it now. $350 going twice. Don't put your finger in it. $400 is bid. $400 going once, twice. Third and final call. Somebody loan him $50. Fair warning. Sold $400. What is your bid number? I need on the back of your program. Number 294. 294. Up next, let's get into some chocolate. I've got the 4-layer chocolate sponge cake from Madison Park Bakery. Look at this. We'll start the bidding at $100 for ALS. $100, and this can be yours. You don't have to share it with anybody at the table. Anyone 100 to get us started on the 4-layer chocolate cake? 100 is bid. Thank you. Now 150. 100 now 150. By the way, we checked all of tonight's desserts are low calorie and low carb, so you don't have to worry about anything. 100, can we get 150 for the Evergreen chapter? 150 is bid. 150 now 2. 150 going once, 150 going twice. 200 is bid. 200 going once, 200 going twice. Third and final call, sold $200. Thank you, Krista. What is your bid number? I need the bid number. 216. 216 for 200. Okay, next up. This one has got rave reviews. This is our salted caramel cheesecake. Oh, from Speechless Desserts by Todd. Salted caramel cheesecake. Kind of the magic words. How about $100? 100 is bid now. There's 150 now. 200. 200 is bid. 250 right here. 300 is bid. 300. 350 is bid. 350 now. 400 is bid. 450 is bid. 450 now. 500. 450 going once. 450. going twice. 500 is bid. 500. Let her take a close look. Oh, look. Oh, it matches your eyes. 500 going once. 500 going twice. Third and final call for our salted caramel cheesecake. Sold $500. Number 309. 309. I just want to confirm, Katrina and Amara, are we getting down the bids? Thank you. Wanted to make sure. Okay. Let's go to our big chocolate one up here. This is a classic chocolate cake from Bakery Nouveau. If you're familiar here, you know they are one of the top bakeries in all of Seattle. This cake, chocolate cake, layered with dark chocolate mousse, finished with a dark chocolate glaze. Basically, it's chocolate topped with chocolate, filled with chocolate. For the evergreen chapter, let's start at $100. 100 is bid now $150. 150 is bid now $200. 150 now $200. 200 is bid. We've got all new bidders coming in. 200 looking for $250. 200, $250 is bid. 300 is bid. 3 now $350. 3 now $350 is bid. 350 now 4. 350 now $400. 400 is bid. Now $450 is bid. 450 now 5. 450 now 500. 450 going 500. Thank you. A new bidder jumped in. 500 now 550. 550 is now the bid. 550 now 600. 550. Don't look at him. Look at me. You bid and then ask permission. Thank you. 600. 6 now 650. 650 he says. 650. 700 is bid. 700 is bid. Looking for 750. 750 is bid. 800 is bid. 800 now 850. 800 going once. 850 is bid. 900 is bid. This was a good deal at 200, wasn't it? 900 going once. 900 going twice. 950 is bid. $1,000 is now the bid. 1,000. Look at it this way. That's only about a nickel a calorie. Okay? So I've got $1,000. Would you go 1050? Well, let's make it, to move things along, I'm going to ask for 1,100. I've got 1,000, looking for 11. 1,000 going once. $1,000 going twice. 1,100 is now the bid. 1,200 is now the bid. It's a left and a right and a left. 1,200, your turn at third. Oh, they're talking. She says, oh, have them at least smell it before it goes. 1,200 going once. 1,200 going twice. Thank you for your bid. Sold $1,200. Number 285. Okay. Up next, something for everybody at your table. We've got a dozen gourmet cupcakes from What a Cupcake. All different varieties, different flavors. These are fabulous. You know the drill by now. Let's start at $100. 100 is bid now $150. 100 now $150. Put your bid card down. It costs you more. They'll hold longer eraser. 100 is bid, looking for 150. 150 is bid. Now you can raise it. Thank you. 200 is bid, now 250. Stick with me. I'll make you a winner. 200 now 250. 200 looking for 250. 250 is bid. Now raise it. 300. 300 now 350. She says no. She says $500. 500. 500. How about 6? 600 is bid. Now 7. 600 now 7. You thought you'd stopped it at 6. You're stopped. Would you go 7? Yes, 700 is bid. Now 8. 700, now 8. You don't have to share them with anybody at your table. You can have all 12 yourself. 700 going once, 700 going twice. 800 is bid. 800 going once, 800 going twice. Val, are you sure? Third and final call. Yes, another bid. 900 is bid. Okay, final question of the night for you. Have you ever had a bad cupcake at $1,000? No, they've always been great when you paid that much. So 900 going once, 900 going twice. Third and final call. Thank you for your bid. Sold $900. Valerie, number 825. That was 825. Okay, we have another cheesecake. This one is a chocolate cheesecake. Speechless Desserts by Todd, once again. So for our final cheesecake, we've got 2 more after this, but they're not cheesecakes. Start the bidding at $100. 100 is bid now 150. 100 now 150. 150 is bid now 2. 150 now 200. 200 is bid now 250. 250 the same table battling it out. 250 now 300. And those are my guests, which I like. 250 now 300. 250 going once. 250, wow, going twice. 300 is bid. 300 going once. 300 going twice. Third and final call. Sold $300. Thank you, Rob. 225. 225. 2 more. Our only non-chocolate cake. We've got a 4-layer vanilla sponge cake from Madison Park Bakery. Here we go. $100 for this one. Next to last dessert. If you don't have one, you're going to want one. 100 is bid now 150. 150 is bid now 200. 200 is bid now 250. 200 now 250. 200, 250. Thank you, Jen. 300 is bid. 3 now 350. 300 now 350. 350 is bid now 4. Don't listen to him, listen to me. 350 now 4. Listen, I know what you're talking about. You're asking him, should I bid again? The answer is yes. You don't need him to say that. Thank you. 400. 400 now 450. 400 now 450. 4 going once. I'm sure that was her last bid. You go 450, you'll get it. 450 is bid. I'm sure that was her last bid. If you go 500, you'll get it. 450 going once, twice, third and final call. Sold 450. Jen Jelly gets that. Bidder number 246. 246. Our final one, and this showed up when they were bringing him out of the back. I knew nothing about this one. But what it says on the slip, this is a 3-layer chocolate cake with, don't tell my wife, but it has peanut butter, buttercream, and ganache. So 3-layer chocolate cake, peanut butter, buttercream, and ganache. $100 to get it. 100 is bid, 150 is bid, 200 is bid, 250 is bid, 300 is bid, 350 is bid. Now looking for 400. I got 400 is bid, 400 going, 450 is bid, 450 looking for 5. Final dessert. 450, 500 is bid, 550 is bid, 600 is bid, 600 now 650, 600 now 650, 600 going once, final one, 650 is bid now 7, 650 going once, 650 going twice, third and final call, sold 650. Thank you very much. Your bid number 255. Okay, those will be brought out to you later on. Right now, for our friends who are watching online, let me see here. Oh, We've got some people. Thank you, Sally and Bart, who are joining us watching from Camino Island. Thank you very much. For you and everyone else watching online, we're going to go away from you for a second because we're going to have dinner service here right now. So let's say goodbye to the virtual audience for now. We'll see you in about 20, 25 minutes. Goodbye, everybody. Tell them goodbye. If at any time, oh, by the way, at home, have they gone already? Have you cut off? Okay. If you are at home, you can donate at any time. You don't have to wait. It simply goes to thehopegrowshere.ggo.bid. There's an icon that says donate now, so you can donate at any time. We hope that you'll do that. For everyone here, please lean back, enjoy your dinner, enjoy your table mates. Don't forget the centerpieces for $30. We'll be back with the program soon.
cupcakes.
Need this mic stand.
Okay, we're going to get the program, resume with it. We are being rejoined by our online audience. A couple of people there that we want to give shout outs to and to let people here in the room know who's also joining you. We want to thank a couple of board members who are watching from Montana. Thank you, Eric and Paul from Montana. Also, board member Priscilla from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho is watching with us now. We've got Care Service Coordinator Karen Wise from Tacoma. Hi, Karen. Also, Care Service Coordinator Heidi from Eagle, Idaho is watching. So we've got people from all over the Northwest watching. Welcome back. Here is what we are going to do now. Let's announce our first, or find out our first raffle winner. We're going to do a draw. What I need real quickly is someone who did not buy a raffle ticket and who was not with anyone who did to draw. Okay, come on up here. So I want to make sure there's no conflict of interest. Okay, so we're going to mix them around. And your name is? Jared, and just to make sure you did not buy a raffle ticket, why not? Oh, because it was too late by the time he got here. Good answer. Okay, so our first one we're going to give for the Christmas in July basket. Over here, reach in and grab one out. Our first raffle winner, and we'll do two more later on. Just one. There we go. So bidder number 250. 250. Thank you very much. Our first, we'll have two more draws later on tonight, but you can come up. You may win the other two as well. We don't know if you bought more than that. Okay. Tonight's theme for this event is Hope Grows Here. So right now I would like to ask everyone's attention, please, because we're about to hear a message of hope. This is an update on the latest in medical research. So joining us now from New York the Senior Vice President of Research for the ALS Association. Please watch the screen for Dr. Kuldip Dave.
Hi, I'm Kuldip Dave. I'm Senior Vice President of Research at the ALS Association, and I oversee our research program. Hi, I'm Kuldip Dave. I'm Senior Vice President of Research at the ALS Association, and I oversee our research program. I wish I could have joined you in Seattle, a place where I've never been. I'm hoping to be there next year. I'm here to give you a brief overview of the research ecosystem in ALS. So first, who we are. The ALS Association is the largest philanthropic funder of ALS research. The world is our lab. We fund the best science, no matter where that idea comes from. Currently, we're funding 140 projects across 11 different countries. And just to give you a full context on this, we have funded over $200 million in research since the inception of our organization, and 120 million of that since the Ice Bucket Funds in 2014. We have funded some of the world's largest gene sequencing initiatives in ALS, which has resulted in the discovery of 40 different genes. That's 40 different targets for drug development to go after. We have funded a robust drug development portfolio through our Barnett program. We've funded 32 different drug development programs in the last 5 years for a commitment of $10 million. And this program has been very successful in moving drug development programs forward into the clinic. In fact, what we have seen is about 2/3 of our preclinical drug development programs end up getting partnerships or follow-on funding, which is really exciting. We're also our largest funders of ALS infrastructure. This is never the sexy piece of it, right? But research infrastructure is really important. We fund databases, tools, resource development, fellowships, specimen repositories, and we also sponsor training and education for ALS clinical personnel. We believe that the data collected on people with ALS should be available for researchers around the world, and we are now funding the world's largest ALS data portal called Answer ALS, which is a collection of all the clinical and molecular data all in one place for 1,000 people living with ALS, providing this unprecedented and comprehensive resource for scientists that are studying the disease. We have also funded the NEALS Consortium, which is for the last 2 decades, which is the largest consortium, I think 130 different research centers that have come together. And these include clinicians, clinical trial sites, care centers in the US. Almost every US clinical trial is coordinated by NEALS, which means that our funding has touches every clinical trial in the US. So let me switch a little bit to what's happening now. This year, we are on course to spend $15 million in research. This includes funding for preclinical drug development program that I talked to you about earlier, the Barnett program, so that we can get programs ready for clinical testing. We have program to fund new early stage clinical trials. In fact, we funded 4 trials like this last year, and we hope to fund 4 to 5 this year. We also have a brand new program to fund trial capacity. And this is really increasing infrastructure for being able to conduct trials so that we can have more trial sites. These trials will run faster and they can recruit more people. We also are launching a brand new prevention program so that we can fund risk factor research and make sure that we make sure that those risk factors are turning into something that we can prevent ALS in the future. So we are at the cusp of something great about to happen. You may have heard about the drug AMX0035. This is the first trials funded through the Ice Bucket funds, and it is currently being considered by the FDA for approval. This is the first drug in many years that has shown significant effects on both function and survival, and is a safe drug. This drug was recently approved by Health Canada, which is sort of our version or Canadian version of the FDA. And we're imploring that the FDA do the same. They had set the PDUFA date for June 29th, which now they've moved to September 29th. This is the date by which they have to make the decision. We believe that this drug should be available to Americans living with ALS as soon as possible. And we hope that the FDA reaches that decision as soon as possible. So let me end with this. The research ecosystem is exciting and full of possibilities. We have over 40 different trials all across the world. We have over 100 different companies that are interested in ALS. We're looking at different types of targets, pathways, different approaches. We're trying to do innovation in clinical trials, such as the Healy platform trial. And of course, the most important piece, which is we have the community engagement. We have folks like you that are here joining us today. And it's your support and what you do allows us to do what we do. So thank you for joining us in the fight, in doing whatever it takes to make ALS a livable disease while we find a cure for ALS. Thank you.
It's nice hearing good news and the progress that is being made and is made, as he said, possible by events like this, by supporters like you. Now, let's bring things a little closer to home. Dr. Ileana Howard is a rehabilitation medicine physician who serves as the medical director for the local ALS Association Certified ALS Center of Excellence. Dr. Howard is also on the board of the Evergreen chapter. So please welcome Dr. Howard.
Good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Ileana Howard, and I'm very honored and humbled to be invited to give a few remarks at the event tonight. My message tonight is simple. It's so simple, in fact, that I could summarize it in just 2 words: hope and gratitude. And unfortunately, the Evergreen chapter wouldn't let me finish my remarks at that point, so I think I'll elaborate a little bit further. As you heard, I'm a rehabilitation medicine specialist who has devoted her career to the care of individuals with ALS. And so as a rehab medicine doc, I would have to say that optimism is in our DNA. Am I right, Dr. Arnold? Yes. Thank you. Some of my patients, however, are confused when they come to my clinic. You see, they were told at diagnosis that ALS was a death sentence and that they should get their affairs in order, and there was nothing that we could do for them. And that's the farthest thing from the truth. They're baffled when I tell them that indeed there are a lot of things that we can do, and I present a pathway that our team is going to take to improve their quality of life and function. A lot of them had never heard of rehabilitation for ALS until they arrived in our clinic, and I'm sure that many of you in the audience have probably never heard of a rehabilitation medicine physician before either. If that's the case, then I think you would be interested to know that the field of rehabilitation medicine hit its stride in the middle of the 20th century in the setting of another very notorious motor neuron disease, and that was the polio epidemic. At that time, initially, the approach to patients with polio was the same: bed rest and forget about them. The early pioneers of the career, however, challenged that paradigm and promoted active therapies to maximize quality of life and function. And even today, we're still providing that care to survivors of the polio epidemic many decades later. That's really exciting. If that weren't enough, the last couple of years have made me more hopeful and optimistic than ever in regards to motor neuron disease. As you may know, in a little bit over 5 years ago in 2016, an effective treatment was approved for the tiniest patients with motor neuron disease, infants and children with spinal muscular atrophy. And since that time, there's been a snowball of new medications that have given those families and children exactly what they needed: time, in order to be able to rehabilitate and improve their function and devote their time to other things. And I would argue that that's exactly what we need for ALS. The time has come for a breakthrough for this disease as well. Time is exactly what everyone in this room is hoping for. Time for things that matter. Time to allow me to do what I'm best at doing, to allow my pals to do what they're best at doing. In order to get them that time, the response of the ALS community must be proportionate to the 5-alarm fire that ALS is at this present day. So for that reason, in addition to walking the journey with my patients and their families in my ALS clinic, I'm collaborating with researchers at Washington State University, School of Medicine, and the Steve Gleason Neuroscience Institute on biomarkers that might help accelerate the discovery of new and effective treatments for ALS. In addition, I'm collaborating with researchers at the University of Texas, Austin on rehabilitation robots that can help restore function to the most disabled individuals with neurological disease, so we can prepare for the future. While you may think that my optimism is somewhat naive, and I do have to say that as rehab medicine doctors, we may be on the far end of the spectrum in terms of hope and optimism, I'd like to share a conversation that I had with one of my mentors that really turned a light bulb on in my head. The University of Washington was one of the largest and earliest programs for rehabilitation medicine in the country. And one day I sat down with one of my mentors, Dr. George Kraft, who was a pioneer in the rehabilitation of multiple sclerosis. He shared with me what it was like to provide care to individuals with MS in the time before the first effective treatments were approved in the early 1990s. Before that time, a diagnosis with MS was a fast ticket to disability. And healthcare workers were reticent even to provide care to patients with MS because no one knew what the cause of the disease was, and they wondered whether it could possibly be contagious. In the early 1990s, those first treatments were so earth-shattering that there was a lottery system for patients to be able to access those treatments. And now there are over a dozen treatments that are available for that disease. And patients with multiple sclerosis now enjoy fairly stable plateaus of function that would be enviable to most of the patients that I care for in my ALS clinic. At that time, I told my mentor that my goal was to see this shift in care for patients with ALS during my time in practice. We have much to be grateful for, including each and every one of you in this room. We also have much to be hopeful for, but we have our work cut out for us, and we will need all hands on deck to succeed. Thank you for being here, and for your support and advocacy for PALS and CALS, and for the community of researchers and healthcare workers that surround them. It's an honor to be part of this beautiful community. Let's enjoy the evening as we celebrate our wins and come together to tackle the challenges ahead as one team. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Howard. Okay, some of you have already received the desserts, but the people who were the winning bidders have not. So if you were the winning bidder on any of these 8 desserts, rather than have us try to find you, we've got the table numbers to come to you. Come up and get your dessert right now and take it back to your table. So I've got the table numbers up here if you need. But if you were one of the winning bidders, come get your dessert, not someone else's, please. While that is happening, and the catering crew will bring everything you need to then cut the cake and to serve that, we're going to do our second drawing for our raffle winner, our second raffle winner. So once again, I just need someone here. Can I borrow her for a second? I would like to have you help me out here. Okay? I want you to see if you can we hold you up and reach in there and grab one of those. Just grab anyone that looks good. Nice job. What is your name? Tilly? Thank you, Tilly, very much. Tilly drew our second raffle winner, and this is for, this is our wine basket. So the 2 glasses of wine here, plus this 3-liter bottle of wine, this should hold you till the end of the evening. And we also have 4 other bottles of wine for you. So our second raffle winner, bidder number 290. Bidder 290? No, that's 291. There's 2 nines. No, that's 257. I'm not sure these people need more wine. Okay, 290. There you go. So this will be yours up here. Okay. As the desserts are coming up, we're now going to quickly move to our live auction. So, Amara, did we have any proxy bidders online? Did anyone register beforehand? Okay. So I think all the bidding will take place here in the room. Here is what I need you to do for the live auction. Make sure you have your bid card and your number, not someone else's number. Please find them right now. I need to make sure not only that you have them, but you know how to use them. So find your bid number right now and hold it up. It's on the back of your program. Hold up your bid number and have it face this way so I can see it. Everybody hold them up. This is what we call the photo op. Okay? So keep them up in the air. We're going to get this up here and get some people up on social media. So as I say that, I want to let you know, if you were not supposed to be here tonight, or if you are with someone you're not supposed to be with, please put your bid card over your face before we post these. Okay, now keep them up for one more second. And everybody look around the room right now. Take a look. When I start the bidding for each of our live auction items, this is what the room should look like. Okay? Got that? We've got 6 items. We're going to go quickly, so let's see what we can do to raise money. Our first one, our Whiskey Lover's Delight package. We've got 5 fabulous whiskeys and bourbons. We've got a Blanton Single Barrel, Kentucky Peerless Bourbon, Old Elk Straight Wheat Whiskey, the Nomad Outland Whiskey, and the 1792 Bottled in Bond Kentucky Bourbon. That one, by the way, Whiskey Advocate rated it the number 9 rated bourbon anywhere. So these 5 bottles can be yours right now. For the ALS Association Evergreen Chapter, who would like to start the bidding at $200? 200 is bid, thank you. 300 is bid. I've got 300 looking for, I'll go 350. 300 looking for 350. These are valued over $500. 350 is bid. Would you go 400? Yes, 400, now 450. 450 is bid, now 5. 450, now 500. Still below value. 450 looking for 5. And there's no state tax here. 550 there. Would you go 6? No? You sure? I've got 550. Would you go 6? Anybody else? Otherwise, I'll move on. 550 going once. 550 going twice. Third and final call, 600, just in time. Okay. 600, 650 is bid. Tell you what, if you go 700, I won't even ask for ID. 650 going once, twice. 700 is bid, 700 going once, twice. Third and final call, 750 going once, twice. Third and final call, sold, 750. Congratulations. Bid number, need your bid number, 300, 300 for 750. Next up, item number 2. This is the Long Branch Cabin. We call it Serenity in the Sound. This is a 2-night stay in a waterfront cabin. People who have been there call it the Healing Hut. Long Branch is in the South Sound, about 90 minutes from here. This cabin has 1 bedroom with a queen bed. There are also twin bunks and a sleeper sofa in the front room. Also included, a guided kayak trip and a paella lunch or dinner that will be served to you on the beach in front of the cabin. Thanks to Danette Felt for this donation. So 2-night stay, the kayak trip, the paella lunch and dinner, or dinner, most importantly, to benefit the Evergreen chapter of the ALS Association. Let's get this one started. How about $200? That's easy. 200 is bid, now 300. 300 is bid, 400 is bid, 500 is bid, 600 is bid, looking for 700. I've got 600 looking for 700 there. I'll look at you first for 8. Okay? 800, thank you. 8 now 9. 800 now 900. 800 going once. 800 paella on the beach. 800 going, 900 is bid. No, how dare he do that to you? You know that feeling, which is not nice. You can give him the same feeling. 1,000, now how do you like that? 1,000 is bid, now 1,100. 1,000 going once, 1,000 going twice. Third and final call. Congratulations, sold $1,000. High fives all around. What's your bid number? 235, 235. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, our third one is, I have never had an item like this in auctions that I have done, simply because the Kraken are fairly new, but this is a spectacular offering. This is 4 tickets to see a Kraken game in the upcoming season, and not just any seats. These are 4 wheelchair accessible seats in a semi-private box-style club seating area. You will also have 4 tickets to the Moët and Chandon Imperial Lounge. That's at Climate Pledge Arena. It's an all-inclusive buffet. You will get complimentary beer, complimentary wine. You won't even know a hockey game is going on. This, by the way, it's the only private restaurant in Climate Pledge Arena. You can't get this on the street. 2 VIP parking passes are included, a mutually agreeable date for a game upcoming in this season. Thanks to Eddie and Amanda Rivera for this incredible donation to the ALS Association. For a special night, to support a special cause, let's start the bidding at $1,000. 1,000 is bid, now 1,500. 1,000 now 1,500. 1,500, thank you, now 2,000. 1,500 now 2,000. 1,500 looking at $2,000. To let you know, this is valued over $5,000. So again, you're not going to Ticketmaster to get access to this place. 1,500, we'd love to get 2,000. 1,500 going once. Wow. 1,500 going twice. 2,000 there. By the way, it doesn't save you money if you wait until the last moment. It costs you the same. In fact, by waiting, if someone else sneaks it in, it may cost you more. I've got 2,000 right here. There were a couple of other cards raised at the same time. Who will go first at 2,500? 2,000 going once. 2,000 going twice. 2,500, thank you. 2,500, now 3,000. 2,500. Do we have Kraken fans in the house? Do I have them? Let me tell you something. They haven't been around long, but here's a fact that a lot of you may not know. In their history, which is only 1 year, the Kraken have never, ever lost a game when someone has bid $3,000. Okay? It's never happened. 3,000 is bid. There we go. 3,000, now 3,500. 3,000 going once. 3,000, 3,500 is bid. 35, now 4,000. 3,500 going once. Going twice. Unlimited beer and wine. 4,000 is bid. 4,000 going once. Going twice. Third, 4,500 is bid. 45 going once. Twice. Third and final call. Sold $4,500. Congratulations. 202. Okay. Right now, I'm going to ask. Well, listen to that. So here's what I'll do. Eddie said that they'd do another set of tickets. So the same package. I've got 4,500. I'll do it the easy way. If someone will match, we can do a second one. Or let me ask, who was my 4,000 bidder? I think you were itself. But if someone would go 4,000, I'll save them 500 and we'll do it twice at 4,000. So there are other people interested at the 3,500 mark. You come up 500, they can go down 500, and ALS will get, the Evergreen chapter will get $8,000 that way. So can I get a second one at $4,000? Going once. Yes. I need a bid card, not just a head. He's calling his broker to see. Just hold something up. 294, also 4,000. Make sure, Amara, make sure that first one that they're each 4,000, not 45. Thank you again for the donation. $8,000 right there. Anyone else have one to donate? Never know. Okay. I'm going to ask right now everyone to do me a favor, and I promise you this is the only time I will ask this tonight. I'm going to ask everyone to please be quiet. You already are, which is nice. And I'm also going to ask the service staff, if they can hear outside, to not do any service for the next couple of minutes. This is an important part of the evening for this event and for the chapter itself. For over 20 years, Father Jim has been a pastor at St. Michael's Parish in Olympia. In November of 2017, he was diagnosed with ALS. Tonight, he is with us and would like to share his story with all of you. So please welcome Father Jim.
So, folks at St. Michael Parish, how about that on Sunday morning when I step up? Yeah. Good evening, everyone, and blessings to you all. It is truly a privilege to be here with you this evening and have the honor to speak with you. I'm truly humbled. Thank you. I feel that this is I feel that this is really all I can say. Thank you. Thank you for your presence here this evening. Thank you for your support of the Evergreen ALS chapter. Thank you for your support for the ALS Association that supports research and advocates nationally and internationally for the needs of persons with ALS and their caregivers. On a very personal level, and on behalf of every single person with ALS and their caregivers, thank you. You do not know this, but you were there with me on a rainy, windy, and stormy November night in 2017. I sat in O'Blarney's pub with a cold beer and a Reuben sandwich as I searched the internet trying to figure out what the heck ALS was. And I was supposed, and what to do going forward. Just a few hours before, I'd received the diagnosis that I had ALS. Well, between bites of the Reuben and sips of beer, I pulled out my phone and discovered the ALS Association and then the Evergreen chapter websites. This led me to the Swedish ALS Clinic with Dr. Michael Elliott and his colleagues, and little did I know how much of my life would be touched by this new community that I had found. Thank you. I'm grateful, and I'm blessed. About 20 years ago, in the early years of my pastorate at St. Michael Catholic Church in Olympia, Washington, I heard a talk to teens from another priest, Father John. He was talking to the teens about being and acting differently. Well, at that point in his talk, I thought he would challenge the teens about their actions and their attitudes. Instead, what he said was this: when people ask you, "Hey, how are you doing?" don't simply say, "I'm fine, you know." Rather say, "I am blessed. I am blessed." Well, when I heard this, it was as if a thunderclap hit my consciousness, not unlike when I heard those first words, "I'm almost certain that you have ALS. We just need to do a few more tests to be certain." I am blessed. So thank you, Father John. You see, ever since then, I have consciously tried to respond to the simple, everyday question, "How are you?" with the response, "I am blessed." Why? Because I am. I was blessed to grow up with my mom and dad and my 4 siblings. I was blessed to live in a neighborhood on the south side of Chicago with lots of kids with whom I could play and hang with and not have to worry about gangs and violence that now inhabit that same neighborhood that I grew up in. I was blessed to have quality education from grade school to graduate school and beyond. I was blessed to have a certitude about my vocation in life from early on that would immerse me in a life of service poured out on behalf of others, that in return would fill me with overflowing gratitude, blessing, and thanksgiving. I was blessed to be a missionary priest in Tanzania, East Africa, from 1972 to 1982. I was blessed to be the outsider there, the foreigner, because I was the mzungu, or the white guy, as the kids would say and shout when they would run by, either in terror because I was the only white person they ever saw, or in laughter because I could hardly speak a word. I was blessed because I was humbled because I couldn't speak. I was blessed because, unbeknownst to me, that experience would help me in the foreign territory of ALS. Now I can say, I am blessed with ALS. It took me a year and a half of daily prayer before the Lord spoke those words into my heart. I am blessed with ALS. I am blessed because I have an ALS support team who have been with me ever since the beginning. Thank you. I am blessed beyond measure with the love, the care, compassion, laughter, and faithfulness that they have offered me these past 4.5 years. I am blessed because I thought I would be dead by now. Obviously, God has other plans. And what they are, I'm not quite sure. I am sure of two things, though. God is faithful, and God's plans will be a blessing for me and for others. And secondly, I am sure that there will be people like you who will be willing to help people like me far into the future because of your generosity, your care, your compassion, and your love. Thank you. I wish my heart could express more eloquently what it feels. Yet, I hope my simple thank you can be enough. I was to close my reflections with asking you to be as generous as possible. Yet as I stand before you, I realize that that is not really what I want to say to you. What I ask you tonight is that you allow your heart to be stretched and to be far more generous than you expected or planned to be when you came this evening. I'm asking that your generosity reflect our shared hope that we can address the fears, the anxieties, difficulties, challenges, and blessings that persons with ALS and their caregivers face now and far into the future. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Father Jim. I hope that's enough for us to say thank you to you. Okay. This is the moment that I hope is the reason you all came tonight. You can make a difference right now at any level that is meaningful to you or comfortable for you. For those watching our live stream at home, wherever you may be, you can go online to the Greater Giving webpage, click the donate button, and make any donation that is meaningful and comfortable to you. I do want to say that we have a goal, and we had struggle coming up with it because we haven't done one of these in 3 years in person. But in 2019, when we had our last previous luncheon, during this portion of the event, we raised $90,000 for ALS. So our goal tonight is $100,000. Let's see how close we can do. Normally, I start at the $10,000 level, but there's someone who is with us tonight who wishes to remain anonymous, and they said they would like to kick things off with a $15,000 donation. So I will ask right now, is there anyone here willing to either match the 15 or give a 10,000 or anything higher? 10, 15 or more? If so, raise your bid card right now. Otherwise, we will give you other offering opportunities later on. Anybody else at any of those levels? Can we thank that anonymous donor once again, please? Next level is $5,000, and the O'Donnells could not be with us here tonight, but they wanted to donate $5,000 to get things kicked off. So, is there anybody here willing to match and also join at the $5,000 level? If so, please hold up your bid card. Anybody at $5,000 for ALS and the Evergreen chapter? Okay. Yes, number 285. Thank you very much. Anybody else? Anybody else at $5,000? Okay. The next level. Yes. Where are we? 294, also for $5,000. Thank you. 55. Okay. 55. Thank you. We're going to get to that later, okay? So hold on to that for a second because I've got a story to share. We're going to do that. Anybody else at 5,000? Okay. Thank you very much for our donor and the O'Donnells who are here, or not here. Thank you for that. Next level, $2,500. And the Tudor Foundation would like to make that offering in honor of Kristen Shoes, the daughter of Susan Shea, one of the committee members tonight. So, anybody else at $2,500? Here we go. 825, is that, what is it? 325. Thank you, Valerie. 291. 255. These are all $2,500. They deserve your applause. Anybody else at $2,500? Okay, that's 4 at that level. Very nice. Our next level is $1,000. If you can make a difference with a donation of $1,000, please hold up your bid cards. Recorders, get ready. 229, 228, 244. 250, 256. By the way, applause helps me and helps all of these folks too. 326, 216, 233, 222, 320. These are all $1,000. 257, 294, 311, 284. Anybody else for $1,000? Yes, 284 a second time at $1,000. Priscilla Bell in Idaho is 1,000. Has she already given?
She's given, and Ryan French.
And Ryan French. These are online donors. So thank you, Priscilla and Ryan. So I'll throw it out there with those two online. If by any chance we could get 3 more cards at this level, we will have $20,000 at this level alone. We're very happy with where we're at, but I'm a man about even numbers. So So I'll give it a shot. Is there anybody else? If three more, we'll have $20,000. Otherwise, we'll move on. There's one, 256 for $1,000. Looking for two more if at all possible. And online, let me know if one comes online. 244, thank you. How about one more for $20,000 at this level? Anybody else for 1,000? Yes, 285 once again. There's $20,000 right there. Yes. Another 1,000 for 325. Thank you. No, that's okay. That's all right. We'll accept your apology. Next level is $500. And thanks to James and Cindy, and I hope I'm coming close to this, Woolhooter, James and Cindy, we'll just leave it at that, made a $500 donation. Who would like to join them at that level? $500. We'll start on this side of the room. 263, 204, 242, and 307. Thank you. 299, 293, 318, 237, 238. Thank you very much. 225, 215, 224, 326. Thank you. 227, 246. Who else at $500? Anybody else at $500? Anybody else? Do we have some online to acknowledge? So we'll get those. By the way, we will total up their totals again at the end of the night. Let's hear it for all of our $500 donations. Next level is $250. If you can make a difference with a donation of $250, please hold up your bid card right now. For $250, let's hear it for these folks. 304. My favorite donor, 239. 310, 312. Thank you. 316, 283, 220, 203. Thank you. 206, 236, 248, 218. These are all $250. There we go. 219, 247, 317. Who else? Anybody else? One more and we'll have $4,000. One more. There we go. 213 for $250. Four more and we'll have $5,000. We've got $4,000 so far. Anybody else at $250? Yes. Your sister. We'll send her a bid number. Your sister for $250. Ann Chandler's online. Ann, thank you. Whether you know it or not, you just donated $250. Is there anybody else that would like to donate for a spouse or a sibling or a neighbor or a friend? Okay, let's hear it for all of our $250 donors. Okay, Alan, now I'm going to get to your story. At the $100 level, I want to do something special, and that is to share the story of Alan and Joyce Irvine. About 2.5 years ago, Joyce was diagnosed with ALS. She is at home tonight with her caregiver watching. Hello, Joyce. Hope you're having a good time. Alan is here along with other family members, Laura, Jeff, Jill, and John. Now, they say that the average life expectancy for ALS is 2 to 5 years. When Joyce heard that, she quickly said, I'm not average. And I'm going to skew that average way out of whack. So, it's now been 55 months since she has been diagnosed. So tonight, Joyce and Alan would like to donate $5,500. $100 for each month. So here is what I would like to ask of you. I would like to see if we could match that at $100. Even if you've already given at another level tonight, for $100, let's see if we can match what they did. Hold up your bid cards right now. Here we go. 255, 324, 302, 259, 256. Thank you very much. 246, 264, 240, 296, 301. Thank you. It is way too quiet in here. 257, 309, 291, 269, 216. Thank you. 222, 320, 233, 248, 237. Thank you. 238, 298, 305, 262, 232. Thank you. There's 25. We're almost halfway there. 214, 235, 293, 283, 299. There's 30. 284, 263, 325. We're trying to get, if possible, there's 244. We're at 30. There's 326. That's 35. 250, 255, 37. If we can't hit 55, that's great, but let's get close. Gene's calling other relatives here. Who else? 600 from Priscilla. That gives us 43. Trying to get to 55. Keep calling, Gene. Anybody else at $100? A dozen more, and we'll match what Joyce and Alan did. Anybody else for $100? Otherwise, we'll happily move on. We're delighted with what we have. There's 307. Look at this. 320, 225, 216. We now need three more. Three more at $100. 301, 238, 206. And Jean, you have your hand up? Your sister. Ann Chandler. 100. There we go. That gives us 56. We matched what you guys gave. There's $11,000. How are we doing, Father Jim? Pretty good crowd, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to open it up now for anybody. If anyone would care to donate any amount I did not say, either greater than, less than, or anywhere in between, please hold up your bid card. I want to make sure that you all have the opportunity to take part tonight at any level that's meaningful and comfortable for you, not just at levels we offer to you. So anybody at any level at all, hold up your bid card. Yes. For how much? 324 for $100. Thank you. 295 for 55. Nice number. 295 for 55. Anybody else at any level at all? Before I give the total, oh yes, I've got 319 for how much? 100. For 100. Thank you. Okay. Before I give the total of what we have, and I still have to add in whatever comes in online, one more question. Is there anybody here that would care to match what we just raised? It's worth a shot. Gene, dial and call. Somebody may have had enough wine where they go, Graham, that sounds like a good idea. Everybody laughs. I've been doing these events for over 30 years, and it's happened twice. So that's why I ask, because you never know. Okay. Online, do we know how much? I can check on the phone. Do you have the thermometer that shows?
Thermometers have 70,000.
Okay. Well, here, just here in the room, and with what we have without online, we are at $80,255. So I know we had, before I started, I checked on the phone and online, there was 1,600 donated, so that puts us at around 82,000. Do you have any updates, or we'll get a final total to you there, but thank you all very much for that support. It will make a huge difference, and hope does grow here. So thank you very much for that. Okay, three more live auction items, and then we've got our final raffle draw as well. So let's get going now. Our live auction item number 4. This is the Lake Chelan Getaway. Okay? 2 nights in a 1 or 2 bedroom condo at Wapato Point. This is good starting this September 5th. You can't get a place between now and Labor Day at Wapato Point. So starting September 5th through next May 31st. Lots of other goodies with this as well. You see 12 bottles of wine. This comes with you as well. There is dinner for 2 with drinks at Myth Pizza, dinner at Winemaker's Grill, dinner at Sunset Grill. We've got 3 different wine tastings, a $100 gift certificate to Lush Life, the best gift shop in Lake Chelan. I mentioned the 12 bottles of wine, 4 glasses. Thanks, Susan Shea, for putting this all together. A great Lake Chelan package. 2 nights, plus all the wine you can drink. That should hold you through those 2 nights. We'll start the bidding at $300. 300 is bid, thank you, now 4. 400 is bid, now 5. 400, now 500. 500 is bid, now 6. 500, now 600. 2 nights at Wapato Point is worth more than this alone, besides the $500 in gift certificates and the wine. I've got $500 looking for 600 is bid, thank you, now 7. 600, now 7. 700 is bid, now 8. 7, now 8. 7 going once. I got to move on. 800 is bid, now 9. 800 going once. 900 there. I'll look at you first. 1,000. 1,000, now 11. 1,000 going once. Going 1,100. Going once. Going twice. 1,200. Going once. Going twice. Don't listen to him. Just talk to me. 1,200. You want to go, don't you? You don't have to take him either if you don't want. 1,200, would you go 13 for ALS? 12 going, 1,300, of course. 13 going once, twice, third and final call. Sold $1,300. Bidder number 326. 326, thank you. Our next to last item. Who wants a little TV set for their bedside? This is a 75-inch Amazon Fire Smart TV. Put a movie theater in your home. 4K ultra high definition Dolby Vision. You can control this hands-free with Alexa. There's a built-in microphone, so you just ask it to turn on the TV, then find, launch, and control the content by speaking. You don't have to worry about losing a remote ever again, because you won't need the remote. Also, if you live within 1 hour of Seattle, delivery and installation will be included. Okay? That's a nice perk. So within 1 hour, this will be delivered and installed for you. 4, the Evergreen chapter of the ALS Association. Who would like to start the donation at $200? 200 is bid, now 300. 200, now 300 for a 75-inch TV. 300 is bid, thank you, now 4. 400 right away. 500 is bid. 600 is bid. 600 going once. Ask Alexa if you should bid again. 600 going twice. 700 is bid. 800 is bid right away. 800 going once. 800 going twice. Third and final call. Sold $800. Tanya, Tanya, Tanya. What's the bid number? Sorry, I need the bid number. 312, 312. Our final live auction item. This is, listen up, I'll do this quickly. Someone can choose. The winning bidder gets to choose 1 week in Italy, 1 week in Bali, or a 6-day, 6-night photo safari in South Africa. Let me explain about these. First of all, each trip is for 2 people. Airfare is not included, but one thing that's key to note on these, the Italy and the Bali trips are good for 3 years from tonight. Most live auction items are good for 1 year. These are good for 3 years. The Africa Safari is good for 2 years from tonight. Real quickly about each trip. Africa, the safari, it's in South Africa. All meals are included. 3 meals a day for the 2 people. Also twice daily guided tours to the game preserve to see the animals. It is a spectacular trip. The next option is Bali, and everybody's eyes light up when I say Bali. Ooh, the next thing they say is, where is Bali? Exactly. It is close to Australia. That's the closest part. Bali is shaped like a football. This particular location is on the extreme eastern edge. It is not a white sand beach. I want to let you know that. It is close to what they call the Balinese Mount St. Helens. Mount Akung erupted in the 1950s. It's black lava. It is spectacular scuba diving and snorkeling there. Included in this, all breakfasts are included. You'll get your final night there. They will prepare an authentic Balinese dinner for you. 2 massages will be included. Massages in Bali are not a bad thing to do, to treat yourself. And also, there'll be a guided snorkeling or scuba diving excursion for 2. If you don't want to do that, you can exchange for something else, another tour. The third option is Italy. And if anyone read the book or saw the movie Under the Tuscan Sun, this is exactly where that happened. Cortona, Italy. The lady who wrote the book, Frances Mays, has a home there. When my wife and I were there, we saw her walking with her son or grandson there. This is in the heart of Tuscany, so the wine region. It's about 2.5 or 2 hours by fast train northwest of Rome. Easy day trip to Florence, to Siena. You can get to Montepulciano. It is a great location. It comes with an authentic welcome Tuscan meal, a dinner for you when you arrive. There'll be antipasti, there'll be some wine, there'll be salad, there'll be some wine, there'll be some Tuscan bread, there'll be a pasta dish, there'll be some wine, some tiramisu, and in case you don't know, there'll be some wine there for you too. So the winner gets to choose Africa, Italy, or Bali. There's a minimum bid necessary to make a sale. Once we get there, I will let you know. To support the ALS Association, who would like the trip of a lifetime and pick their paradise, we'll start the bidding at $1,000. $1,000 is bid, thank you, now $1,500. $1,500 is bid, thank you, now $2,000. $2,000 is bid, now $2,500. Africa, Italy, or Bali. I've got $2,000, $2,500, someone will be going. $2,500 looking for $3,000. $3,000 is bid, okay? Hold on. Before I do anything, this is the time when I like to sort of take a little taste of the crowd. Lynn, right now you're the leading bidder. If you wind up as the leading bidder, which of the 3 would you like to go? Africa. You were close behind. If you wind up as the leading bidder, where would you like to go? Italy. My third bidder who's over here is active. Where would you like to go? Africa as well. Okay. We're running a little bit behind, so here's what I'm going to do. You're going to Africa. I'm going to freeze it at $3,000. What is your bid number? 238. You don't have to outbid her, just match her. and you can go to Italy. No? Wow. Would you do it for $2,500? No, that's the minimum that I can take. I'm sorry. So $3,000. Is there anyone that would care to match? And you can go, I'm going to freeze it right there. Africa, Italy, or Bali. 2 people. You've got 3 years for the Italy or the Bali, 2 years for Africa. Yes, 256. You wanted Africa as well. So there's Africa and Africa. Anybody else for Africa or anyone Italy or Bali? $3,000 going once. $3,000. Gene, are you calling anybody? Going twice. Can you buy another one? Well, that's maybe the easiest question I've had all night. Well, we'll talk afterwards. So I've got, how long is it? It's a 1 week. They're all 1 week. My wife and I have been fortunate enough, we've been to all 3, so we can vouch for them. They are terrific, okay? So anybody else? 3,000 going once, 3,000, yes.
She's going to do 2, I'll do 1 for you.
Okay. Yes, I've got a split bid for the recorders. Put 2,000 on 259, 1,000 on 255. You have a sponsor now. Nice. For Italy, correct? What you think? You can choose any of those 3. Okay. Anybody else on their own, or if you can find a sponsor real quickly? 3,000 going once, 3,000 going twice. Third and final call. For those online, $3,000. By the way, we can hold this price for 1 week for the ALS Association. So if you know of anyone, if you have a relative anywhere in the country, have them contact the association and they can get the same deal at $3,000 and the Evergreen chapter will benefit. Same for online. Let's hear it for our 3 buyers right now. Okay. Final raffle drawing. I'm going to do this real. Holy mackerel, what was that? Oh, is the door open and it's stuck? So I'm going to reach in here, grab one out. Here we go. Our last one. This is for a $250 Costco gift card. I don't have a bid number. I have a name. Looking for John Lee. John, you get the gift card. Also want to let everybody know that some of the necklaces, if you didn't happen to see in the silent auction, some of the necklaces were made by Rose Hawking, who is Stephen Hawking's granddaughter and Katrina's daughter. There are extra necklaces, so if you'd like to say, here's a necklace that was made by the granddaughter of Stephen Hawking, you can get those. The centerpieces, again, $30, and there are ones on the tables outside, so simply do that. Finally, yes?
I have another $200.
Another $200 donation for 324. Perfect. We will take those. I want to thank our sponsors again tonight, the event committee. Their names will be shown here. Thanks to them. Thanks to the chapter staff, the Evergreen chapter staff, the board members, the sponsors. You can pick up if you got an item here tonight. First of all, if you only made a donation or you don't have a physical item to pick up, you don't need to stop by checkout. You can go because receipts will be mailed to you. If you have a physical item to pick up from the silent, the live, or anything, go to checkout and then you will get your items. They'll be compiled for you out here. Thank you all for coming. Thank you very much for your support tonight. We hope you had a good time, and thanks for making hope grow here for the ALS Evergreen chapter. Good night, everybody. Good night online. Thanks for joining us.